We're hiking along the trail. This is the River Bluffs Trail. It's a hiking and biking trail. When you go this direction, you get to a conservation trail that really connects to the city trail. And if you go around that direction, you can connect back to the city trail. But we're going to head this way to hopefully get all the way to the bridge today. The main trail is a gravel path and is a fairly easy hike. It passes by ruins of old structures, such as houses and wells, giving plenty of opportunity to explore. This River Bluff Trail is right between the interstate and the Missouri River Bluffs. It's kind of a distraction while you're hiking. You can hear the traffic noise, but at the same time, that makes it very accessible to anybody in St. Joe. It's nice to have this little oasis of wilderness. Here's some more trails that go off. Some of them are hiking. You can see here is a hiking trail. And some of them are more biking. Some of them are both. So every time we come out here, we've been out here 3 or 4 times since we discovered this area. Has not been a lot of people on the trail, but it's only March, so we've come hiking pretty much in the wintry months.
And this is the beginning of spring. This shrub is decided that its leaves should come out. The harbinger of better weather.
This is the spot where we turned around last time. It's the intersection of a few biking trails and the main hiking trail. But this time we're going to head that way towards the bridge. So on we go. And here we are, we made it to the bridge. So this is the bridge that goes over the road, and it's gonna connect us up to another little hiking area, if we're gonna try that area, that takes us to a park. This is the Bob Simpson Bridge. And there are the hikers, Mike, Liz, and Ron, crossing over this bridge, trying to decide if we're going to hike up to the other park or if we're going to turn around and go back. So we've made the choice. We're going to hike up here, and we're going to go to this other little section of trail. It takes us up to a biking park where you can sit down, have lunch, and look out over the Missouri River. It is a long hike up this ridge. Once we get up to the top, we'll get a great view of the river, great view of the trails. There's our group. You can see exactly where we are. This is Highway 229, which goes around St. Joseph. This is probably the roughest part of the trail because it's uphill for quite a ways. You know, when we were younger, we could have just hiked right up to the top of this trail without even being out of breath. But the older we get, the more time we have for hiking and camping and touring, the more discretionary funds we have for it, but not quite as easy physically. So what you have to remember as you get older is take it slow. Take a lot of breaks. And here we are, almost to the top. Here we are, almost to the top. So the last time we were here, it was quite muddy. We were also here where there was still a little ice and snow on the ground. You can see they're still working on this area, designing their jumps, laying down rocks. A lot of new trees planted. It's going to be a really nice bike park when they're done. Up here is the pavilion, and we'll find a picnic table or a bench and have some lunch overlooking the Missouri River. We are hiking up the trail that we got to come down to get to the bridge. Just take it easy, take it slow.
Yep.
So if you are out there watching and you are, say, an experienced person in life, take it slow. And we're going up till we get to the top of the hill, and then it's just little hills from here on out. In Missouri, at this time of the year, it's important to remember to dress in layers, because being comfortable at 10 o'clock in the morning is not nearly the same as being comfortable at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And here they come, up the trail. Here are my peeps. And we're back to our shelter and our sign. We made it all the way out to the bridge. Hello, how are you? How's your
It's gorgeous.
How's your ride?
It's good out there.
Oh,
Great day to be out.
yeah. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day, and it's a beautiful sunny Saturday morning. So we're starting off on the River Bluffs Trail, just Ron and I today, and we're going to try to do a long hike that goes all the way around the northern part of the route, which is conservation land, back to the Jekyll and Hyde route, which is a biking hiking trail, to intersect with the hiking trail that we went on before and end up at the bridge and then hike back. Here we go.
Hi-ho! Hi, it's off to work we go.
Oh, honey, next time we come hiking, we'll have to bring the vintage hiking songbook
Yes,
that we used
Never had the honor.
45 years ago when we started backpacking in southern Missouri. The last time we came on this trail, it was quite muddy. This is a lot better hiking. It's a beautiful trail to hike. So here we come to a cross in the trail. You can go down and take the low trail, or you can take the high trail. I think normally we take the high road. This ends up being eventually a loop if you wanted to do that, because it says the Sunbridge Trail going both directions. And this is the trail we're going to get to a parking area, and we'll be able to go by the Lillager family cemetery up on a ridge here in northwest Missouri. So this part of the trail is a little rugged, very peaceful. And from this area, you really don't hear a lot of road noise. And here's the sign that says End City Maintenance. So this is the area where the city trails end and the conservation trails begin. And we come to a fork in the road.
We're off the map now.
Think we're gonna go to the left.
Okay.
Right up here, you're gonna find the parking area, and the trail is gonna continue on to the left. So we're gonna head left, following Ron.
This way.
We're gonna come to an old cemetery. Did a little research. I think there are lots of stories about it being haunted and there being a witch and different things, but I think the reality is it was an old family cemetery of a family that was a prominent family in St. Joseph, Missouri, the Lillagers. We've come across other places where there were small little family plots with a wrought iron fence around them up on the ridges. And here it is. So let's check it out. We're going to duck under the wrought iron fence here and check out some of these things. Here's Sister Ethel Lillager, September 6th, 1906 to December 12th, 1918. Okay. Here's some old ones that are hardly legible. Here must have been a small child. John Lillager, 1869 to 1869. Louisa, wife of John Lynch, born 1858, and Philip Worthwine, born 1815, died 1815, August 15th, 1860.
Order sometime here.
Right.
Part of this.
Concrete wall. Here must have been a gate.
Yeah.
So this would have been the gate that would have gone all the way around this little plot. This has two big things. Joseph Lillager, born in Opperdorf, Oberschlesingen, Germany. Died January 31st, 1910 at the age of 77 years, 3 months, 21 days. And here's Mary Lillager, born in Hardin County, Kentucky, 1845, died 1929, at the age of 83 years, 11 months, 7 days. So this is the Lillager Cemetery. And we're going to duck back down underneath the wrought iron fence and head down the trail. We hear some other hikers. Oh, here's a little puppy. Everybody can enjoy the trails. Ooh, fierce little dog.
Wild dogs. Ah!
So now we're well off onto the conservation area trail. Okay? Lots of bluffs along this trail. Lots of ravines. a pretty easy trail, very accessible to people. You don't have to have a lot of hiking skill or hiking ability, which is great for a lot of people who might not have the mobility to do something that involves a lot of steep climbs or rocks.
And here we are.
This is the Sheridan Ashton Logan Memorial Overlook. There's the river. And the other side is Kansas. So as we keep going, after we took a break at the Overlook for just a few minutes, we're heading down. This part gets just a little bit hillier. It's going to go up and down quite a bit. And being on a ridge, it's quite windy. Lots of piles of leaves have blown up here. So you have to kind of watch your step. We're going to go down, and then we're going to go up, and then we're going to go down and check out some of the views along here. One of the great things about hiking at this time of the year is you get to see the structure of the trees. And there goes Ron, ever the adventurous hiker, blazing the trail. Luckily for me, he'll wait. After over 40 years of hiking together, we usually don't lose each other. So we've come to the end of the conservation trail. Here you see the Missouri River. Here you see where the Missouri River bends off. You can see it way off in the distance as it meanders through some farmland in between Missouri and Kansas. So here we're going backtracking on our trail. There's the Missouri River. And we're still following this bluff. We're going to get up here in just a little bit, and we're going to go down a very sharp incline, which may be a little challenging for people. But it's going to take us to another trail that's going to meander along a ridge. And that trail will eventually take us back to the city trails. And we're looking eventually to find a trail called the Jekyll and Hyde Trail. There's the trail.
This is one of the first time. You want to go first? Or me to?
And there goes Ron to show us how it's done. And he made it down to the bottom. And here I go. All right, if I were younger and more daring, I would take this a little faster, but I'm not. So we're taking it slow. We made it. Hey, so if you want to see where we were, that's where we came from. stop for lunch, give us a little bit more energy. Along this area, the trail is kind of narrow and a little steep on the right-hand side, so you do have to be alert. Ron says this is Dead Woman's Ridge. Not sure why he's calling it that. Here comes the steepest part of the edge where they put in a guide rope.
Here it is.
Though to me, it doesn't seem that much worse than some of the other areas. As we've hiked along this little bottom trail here, we're sort of in between the railroad tracks and the river and the upper ridge. This is where I think we talked about would make a nice place for a dinner. Sunset dinner right here on this rock. And this is where city maintenance starts. Here's the end city maintenance sign. If you're going in that direction, you're looking at the conservation area. If you're looking in this direction, you're looking at River Bluff Trails.
Look at this. Put a foot at each one.
And there's Ron. So I think we're on the Jekyll and Hyde Trail. There are some little bike trails that go off. We're going to stay on this path, and hopefully we will end up back on the main gravel path that will take us the rest of the way to the bridge. Looks like it's a crossroads of sorts. So let's see if the signs here tell us anything. We want to stay on the Jekyll and Hyde Trail. All right, so this says Sunbridge Road. The Sunbridge Road goes up that way. If we go up that way, we should get back to the area where we started on the hike and the conservation. I think we're going to go straight ahead and see if we can figure out where the Jekyll and Hyde Road is. We're just going to keep walking and see where we end up. We're going in the direction we want to go, and it's a beautiful day to be hiking with the person I most like to hike with.
Oh.
So now we have veered off onto a bike path. Not sure which bike path it is, but according to Ron, we're heading in the right direction. Right or left?
Let's see if this goes on. It does.
Our goal today was to go as far south as we could on this trail to see if we could do sort of a loop.
Well, this should, in theory, dump us out somewhere around the casino. Eventually, it's got to be around the parking lot. We'll make a good time, wherever we're going.
That's from a movie. I think it was a Star Trek movie. It was the 5th Star Trek movie, when they were lost in Yosemite Forest. This is a beautiful area, so I guess if you didn't really do the main hiking trail, you'd never find this area. I don't think so. I think we go this way to get to the bridge.
You're right.
So we're going to take a little detour. This is a hiking trail, so it's a good space to go. It's called the Goat Trail, so this is the way we're gonna go.
No goats to report yet.
Definitely a little more up and down than the main gravel trail. So it seems that the Goat Trail just parallels the gravel path and allows a place for bikes. And we've done a lot of ups and downs. So it makes a lot of sense and make our way back on the easy trail. So here we are, coming up to what we have affectionately termed the Hermit Heritage House. So we're gonna go down here and take a look. Must have been someplace to store, not sure what, something. And kind of take a little peek inside.